The kitchen was inspired by the movie Ratatouille. If you appear, oh, it's glitching, it's fine. Hello, Grimsimmer here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified every single time I upload new Sims content. If you want to see the interior of the Stanley Hotel in The Sims 4, then keep on watching. As you can see here, I have built the iconic Stanley Hotel, and I was originally going to make this a speed build of the entire interior, but the footage is just way too long and nobody wants to see that, so I figured I would just do a build tour instead. So this is all of the outside. This lot also, by the way, is in Windenburg. It's on the Fires lot, the Fire family. I think that's how you say their last name. But let's just go ahead and take a small tour. Why is this taking so long to move? So we'll start our tour right here. I'll just go through one side of the lot because it's practically the same on both sides. So we have the big old maze right here that leads up to the Stanley, and when your Sims start from over here, they actually walk all the way through the maze to get to the front door. Over here we have just a little courtyard with more rocks. The Stanley Hotel is located in Colorado in the Rocky Mountains, so that is why I have these rocks on both sides. If you watch part 1, I will have that link in the description, first of all. Second of all, I had originally a 3-tiered fountain in this area, but I went ahead and changed it into a fountain from the fountain tools because I thought that this would look just a little bit better and make it a little bit more modern. Here we have this statue. I don't think the actual hotel has a statue in front of it. I'm just kind of guessing, but I have one because it filled up space. We do have a chess table over here for your Sims to play. I did put a lot of them throughout the build, so that way there was some skill building items as well. And then in the front, I have 2 different fire pits on each side, just as a communal area. I do have chairs and benches and couches quite literally everywhere in this build. They were a nice way to get decorating and fill up a space. As you can see already, there's so many outside. I will just go ahead and go right into the inside because you've likely already seen the entire outside. Alright, let's take a look inside. This is what you see right when you walk in, and yes, the plant is not centered, nor is the table. You'll notice that this is not centered with that because out here, this wall and that wall are not the same length, and I didn't realize that literally until I was trying to center all of this. If you want, you can always alt click it and make it centered, but I wanted this to be centered with the stairs instead of the front door. So this is the grand staircase. I tried to make it as accurate as I could, so if we just look up here, it's really not an exact replica, so I kind of just took my own liberty, and I did that really for most of the interior. I thought it would be too hard to follow the actual hotel floor plan, so I just made it my own, basically. I tried to create the vortex that the Stanley Hotel is so known for, with all of these mirrors and all of these creepy old pictures. Over here we just have a sitting area. Again, I mentioned this, but I have chairs and benches quite literally everywhere in this build. And over here we have a check-in table that has some papers on it, so maybe they're going to do an event later because this leads to a double door, big dining room. So let me tab up a little bit. We have some decorations over here. Again, more chairs, a fireplace, some mirrors, same pictures, same bust, everything. Kind of just give it some symmetry. We have some big old windows with some curtains. We got speakers, we've got quite a bit of tables and stuff. I figured your Sims could have a nice cocktail party in here. Granted, there's no bar, so if you wanted to add a bar in here, you could definitely do that. I do have bars in other parts of this build. I put some candles over here. I really was not sure what to put on these cabinets, so this is really just filler. Some ottomans, some more decorations and plants. This leads out to the little deck that you see on the side. Exiting the ballroom, you come down here. You have another small little hallway that I will visit again in a second. We do have a little staff quarter down this long hallway, and this leads to a washroom. So we have some cleaning supplies, detergent, some cabinets and stuff, and a bunch of washers and dryers because this is a hotel. So as you can imagine, they're doing, bed sheets every day, towels every day, a bunch of different stuff. I'm sure really a hotel this size would have a lot more than just this many washers. So really, I just included this for the staff that would work here. Exiting that, we go back down this long hallway. I use these pictures. I think they're from cats and dogs a lot in this build, so you will see them periodically. We're back in this small little hallway that's kind of full. We have a little cut-in right here, which leads to a gender-neutral bathroom. So we got the stall and then a mirror and a sink and a cute little plant just to have something extra in here. There is another bathroom on the other side of this build that I will show you again. It has the exact same flooring, the exact same wallpaper, same objects, everything. Then we go back to this hallway, and if we turn right, we actually get to our first set of hotel rooms that are on the first floor. So I'll just show you a few of them on the first floor, but this is the hallway that leads to the hotel rooms. Let's head into this room because I think it's the biggest of all of them on the first floor. A little area for you to put your suitcases and sit down and put on your shoes. A big old mirror that you can see yourself in is like a wardrobe area. We've got a bed, another chair, a bookcase, another mirror, dresser, We do have a little mirror out here that looks out into the courtyard, as you can see. Oh, we've got the curtain sticking into the nightstand. I tried to be particular about editing those kinds of things, but this is a huge build, so I did miss some things. Over here, we have the bathroom. The bathroom and hotel rooms, they all have the same flooring, wallpaper, pretty much the same objects depending on the shape. So they all look pretty much the same. Again, I'm not going to show you all of them. And then we have another really long hallway that leads to a couple different things. So through these doors, we have the back patio that has a bar and a sink, a trash can for your Sims to take the trash out of, some chairs, etc. Just a cute little communal area. Continuing down this hallway, we have another chair for decoration, a picture of a chicken. These pictures I literally use everywhere, more so than the cats and dogs ones that I have. I put them in different swatches all around this build, so you will see them very often. Let's go through these double doors first. We have another cute little ballroom with a dance floor, a bar, and some tables to the side. I kind of imagined that your Sims could rent out this room for a wedding, reception, or something like that, and just have a good time and have a nice little party. They also have access to this patio, the same patio I just showed you before, so maybe it could be completely rented in that way, so they would have full private access to the patio and nobody else could enter or something. I really like the way this room came out. I think it turned out really cute. Moving on, over here we've got some clear doors because I put an indoor pool. So this was kind of a last minute decision, but I decided to add one and I think it looks really good. We've got some windows over here that look into the cafe that I will show you in a minute. I put some plants in here, even though it's not really realistic. It was just a nice way to have some privacy for the pool and for the people in the cafe. I also have this diving board, and now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know if your Sims can use it, unfortunately, so we might have to remove that because if we look at the ceiling, your Sims stand on the very top, so yeah, you definitely can't use this, but it's there for show, I guess, so feel free to remove that. We've got some pool lights down here. We've got some pictures of the plumb bob, and then we've got a towel area over here so your Sims can come collect towels if they need them, and then there is a dirty hamper for used towels, and some lawn chairs that I put by the windows because it makes more sense for your Sims to be laying in the sun than it does to be laying inside over here. And that's pretty much it for the pool room. I really like this room though. Also, please ignore that. I was just tired at the end of this build, so I started to get a little bit lazy and not care as much about the placement of things. I'm sorry. Moving on from the pool room, we have this hallway right here, and if we go through this door, we are in the reception area where people will check in. I did put another little vortex right here because, again, the Stanley hotel is known for that. Just some cabinets with some papers that you would find in a reception area. I know it doesn't look too much how it would actually look in real life, a reception area. I keep saying that word, but I didn't know what else to put, and this part I did absolutely last, so it is not the best. I put a little pastry tray out here because sometimes when you go to hotels, they have these and you get like a free cookie when you check in. This is what the reception area looks like when you walk into it. In this little lobby area, we just have more chairs that your Sims can sit on while they wait for you to check in. Over here, we have another little hallway, but before we go down this hallway, I do want to show you the little cafe that I made. I have this podium right here where your Sims can check in at and get seating, even though there's only 3 tables. We have a little pastry area where your Sims can get coffee and snacks. We have windows that show out into the pool and plants, so it just creates a nice little vibe. And I use these high tables from Tiny Living. I also have some pictures of scary movies up in here because the Stanley Hotel is known for The Shining and being haunted in general. And then the cutouts just lead to more bathrooms, and I've already shown you one, so I won't go ahead and show you that again. Moving on to this hallway, we've got this first door, and I created a blue themed karaoke lounge. Your Sims can sit in all these different chairs and watch as somebody embarrasses themselves doing karaoke, which is super fun. I really like the way these lights look. I'm not sure how I feel about them in this build, or in this room particularly. I put another bar in here so your Sims can enjoy themselves while they're having a good time. And then I put this giant bust to fill up space because at this point, this was also one of the last rooms I did, and I was running out of plants that I felt like I could use, so the bust it was. And then through these doors, we've got the kitchen. The kitchen was inspired by the movie Ratatouille. If you've seen that movie, then you know what I'm talking about, even though this looks nothing like it, to be totally transparent. I just was thinking about that kitchen when I was building this, and it looks nothing like it. Just wanted you to know that I was thinking of it. So we've got a dustpan and a broom so you can clean up all your food, some decor, some pipes, and we've got this where I imagine employees could clock in on, so I went ahead and included that. We've got 2 fridges, 2 stoves, a coffee maker, a microwave. The sinks are over here with some knives, and then I have a bunch of storage for food and more pipes over here. We also have a non-centered fire alarm. More food storage over here and a trash can. That's pretty much it for the kitchen. Okay, so that is everything for the first floor, so I went ahead and went back to the grand staircase, and now let's take a look at the second floor. So this is what you see on the grand staircase. You see all these pictures and mirrors up here. Oh, it's glitching, it's fine. Continuing up, this is the hallway. We have more seating and stuff. I kind of tried to make it look like the movie a little bit in the hallway, just in terms of the carpet and wallpaper. That is up for you to decide whether or not it actually looks like it. I don't really know because I haven't seen the movie. I will go ahead and show you one of the hotel rooms up here. I did include a vending machine and this trash can chute up here on both sides of the hallway because there's always an ice machine in hotels, so I figured this was kind of like that in a weird way. Alright, so heading down this side of the hallway, I will show you the biggest presidential suite, I guess, quote unquote. There's 4 of these in the build, and I will show you one of them so that way you can see the variety in the hotel rooms. There's lots of different options. This is what you see when you walk in. Again, it is kind of all the same furniture, so you will see a lot of the same things. That's how it is in hotels, so I figured that gave it a sense of realism. Here is an area for you to put your bags down, unpack, whatever you want to do, see how you look in the morning, whatever. We have a cute little living room over here, a dining room, and then a small, fully functional kitchen with no fire alarm. Awesome. Through here's the bathroom. It looks again the same as the other bathrooms. Through here we've got the bedroom. Just 3 pictures. This is the creepiest painting in this game, I swear. It freaks me out. Alright, the second half of the hallway looks exactly the same. Literally would just copy and paste the rooms and put them on the other side. Over here we've got the top balcony where you can see the entire maze. More benches, stereo, and a chess table with the trash can, and it's like that on the other side as well. Alright, let's head up to the 3rd floor. Up here we have the 3rd floor lobby. I have a chess table that you can see in the background, and I put a bunch of bookshelves and seating area. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, the lobby looks exactly the same as to the other one, except there's no doors to the balcony up here. And the only thing I changed for the rooms on this floor was the color of the walls. So instead of it being that gray color, it's now just brown. Otherwise, the furniture looks completely the same. That is it for the Stanley Hotel. So that is it for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified every single time I upload new Sims content. And if you have any other build requests or any other horror movies that you'd like to see me recreate in The Sims 4, let me know in the comments down below. This build took a lot of time and it was super tedious, but I'm really glad I did it and I think it came out really, really well. Thank you so much for sticking around. Again, I will include screenshots floor by floor of the entire floor plan so that way you can get an overlook of everything that is in the build. If you'd like to download the Stanley Hotel, my gallery ID is cassiprobably. It is up there right now, just make sure that you have move objects on. I should also mention that I just started streaming on Twitch as well, so if you'd like to follow me on there, I'm Grimsimmer Plays. I will also have that linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!